Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mahesh and I welcome you to my world of personal finance, business and self-development. A freelancer is not the same as a contractor. A contractor is basically someone who takes up a project with a client for a set period of time on a day rate. Now, there are contracts available in UK which are inside or outside IR35. If I am to explain, inside IR35 is basically a contractor who works pretty much like an employee, where he gets a fixed day rate pay as long as he is working, and he's subject to all kinds of taxes just like an employee. Whereas if you are in a contract outside IR35, which means you're operating through a limited company, you're still getting paid a day rate, which means if you work for certain hours, you get paid. So when you set it up as a limited company and you operate truly as a business, then you will start to see the difference actually. But most of us get caught in this impression contracting not to be as an employment, whereas pretty much contracting leads to sort of employment as long as you are not diversifying it. Now let me explain the difference. A contractor is someone who has to come to the job 9 to 5 at a set location for a set level of duties. Now this may not be similar to employment, but at the end of the day, employee at least has benefits of sick leave, annual leave, insurance cover and things like that. Whereas a contractor is pretty much left at his own expense. So when you compare both, the contractor gets a much higher pay compared to an employee, and he is subject to taxes based on whether his contract is inside or outside IR35. Now, this is very different to a freelancer. A freelancer is not bound to work exactly by the hours prescribed by the client. He is essentially given a freelance gig, essentially to do a certain job, or it could be a project, it could be a deliverable, which is what he is bidding for. And once he wins that job and he delivers this, he gets the pay. So most of the time, freelance gigs are quoted for fixed price. Let's say you quote to design a website or do copywriting or serve for, let's say, £5,000. You deliver that, and as long as the client is happy, you invoice and you get paid. You are not looked at how many hours you worked for it. It's pretty much down to the deliverable or the output, and not the time you spend with the client on a certain job. That's how a freelance is very different from contract employment.